Okay, so it's time to make dinner. Baked chicken, rice, cornbread, and some mixed veggies. So good and so simple. So I started off with getting my chicken prepped. I just add a little oil to the pan so that it doesn't stick. And then I put my chicken quarters on there. Instead of just seasoning them, I decided to do a butter seasoning mix. I took some butter, mixed it with some garlic. Mostly the juice, though I didn't get too many garlic pieces. And then I added my seasonings. Chili powder, paprika, oregano, adobo, salt, pepper, and just mix that all into the butter and garlic mixture. Once it was mixed, I put it all over the chicken. Specifically, make sure you get under the skin. And I let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes before I pop it in the oven. I let it cook at 350 for about 30 minutes. And then for the last 15 minutes, I put it up to 400. That just gave it the perfect crisp on top. Now I went ahead and cleaned my rice, put that on to boil, and then started on my cornbread. I'm gonna learn how to make cornbread from scratch, but today we're using this Jiffy. And I wanted to make honey cornbread, so I went ahead and mixed some honey in there too. And then once I popped that in the oven, then I went ahead and started on my mixed veggies. Those were real simple. I just took the veggies, mixed them with a little bit of butter and a little bit of garlic, some salt and some pepper, and put them on the stove to boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. The chicken came out so juicy and so good. I honestly think leg quarters is the best chicken. It is always so tender. And then once I put everything out, I took some melted butter and put that right over the cornbread just to give it the finishing touches. Then it was time to start assembling plates. And I don't care what y'all say, I'm making my man plate because he's the reason why I can do this. He not only buys the food, he makes sure that I can stay home with these kids. And I'm not too tired from having to work a 9 to 5 to come home and cook a meal. And after being a single mom, as well as a working mom, that's something I will never take for granted. Because the hardest part of my day is deciding what we're having for dinner. Plus, those kids been eating all day, so they ain't missing no meals and they ain't starving. And this was the finished product. When I tell you, again, this is the simplest, but it is always a hit in my house. This is the one meal that nobody complains about. And believe it or not, these kids always find something to complain about. This is my plate. Bon appetit.